Hey y'all, my name is Lauren Hamilton, and this is my first YouTube video. So this is going to be like an introduction to me and the get to know me tag. So, like I said, my full name is Lauren Hamilton. I don't have a nickname. That's just my name, is Lauren. I was raised in a military family, so I lived quite a few places. I now live in Kansas, but I used to live in West Point, New York. I used to live in Virginia, um, again in Kansas when I was young. I used to live in Syracuse, New York, and I used to live in Oregon. And then I went to undergrad at the University of Florida to study applied physiology and kinesiology, which is basically to become a physical therapist. That's what I needed to study, kinesiology. So now I'm in KU Medical Center, the doctorate program there, and I'm really liking it. I've had to take some breaks for medical reasons, but I'm due to graduate in May of 2027. So I'm on my second year coming May. So right now I'm about to get ready for a foot surgery. So I'm going to be kind of out for the count for 6 weeks. I can't bear weight on my right foot. And then I'm going to wear a boot and then for like a couple weeks. And then I'm going to put it back on my tennis shoes and have nothing. So it'll be a while. 2 weeks after my surgery, I'm going to start working again. So I'm going to have to like do a seated job. I'm hoping to be a PT tech with Athletico, which is like a chain of physical therapy clinics in my area. So I grew up, I would say, in Kansas, specifically Lenexa, Kansas. I grew up in a military family, which had its ups and downs. I enjoyed going around and seeing new places. Like I got to see New York City, I got to see Syracuse, New York, which was very interesting with all the snow. I got to see a lot of really cool places. But at the same time, I didn't have lifelong friends like some people that have lasted forever because I've moved around so much and I'm not a great communicator when it comes to talking to people after I've moved away. But I already talked about where I went to school. I also did the Disney College program, and so I love Disney. It's one of my many passions and hobbies, and my YouTube channel will surround around Disney to some degree. I kind of want to do Disney and lifestyle and beauty, and fashion. That's kind of where I want in cooking. That's where I kind of want my channel to go. But I love Disney so much, and I actually was able to work there, and it was magical. It was everything that I wanted it to be. Getting to live at Disney was amazing, and getting to work at Disney and be a cast member was amazing. So I'll do a video all about being a cast member and some tips and tricks for people that want to be in the Disney College program and what to pack and different videos like that I will do. Some random just questions, like get to know me questions. So what is my favorite beverage? My favorite beverage is a Diet Dr. Pepper or coffee, like an iced coffee. My favorite color is lavender. My favorite ice cream flavor is brownie dough or brownie batter. How do you like spending your birthday? I like to spend my birthday with my family. I've had a boyfriend, so I am taken. I've had a boyfriend for a year now, and so I spent my last birthday with him, and that was really fun. And this year I want to spend with his friends and have like a little party, and then also have a little family party. So I like to spend my birthday with my family and my boyfriend. My most memorable vacation so far was probably the Disney Christmas trip I took in 2013. We had the dining plan, so we got to eat at really nice table service restaurants. And it was Christmas time, and my mom made it super special and had stockings for us for Christmas Day, even though we already opened our presents at home. And we got to do New Year's there. We got in our stocking, we had little vouchers to go to SeaWorld and go to ride boats. They don't do it anymore, but used to be able to ride boats. So we got that, and then I got One Direction tickets, which at that time was everything to me. So I was so excited. So it was an amazing Christmas trip, and it was my favorite trip I've had thus far in life. My favorite food, I would say, is pizza. I really like a good quality pizza from like, not from a chain restaurant, but from a hole in the wall place. Music wise, I listen to a lot of pop music and folk music, Taylor Swift, One Direction, not so much anymore, but a little bit of One Direction I still listen to. Current pop music, my favorite music artist is Adele. I listen to Adele 24/7, so that's definitely my favorite artist. My favorite hairstyle, I always have curly hair, so I don't have to do anything to make my hair curly, so I just usually put a little pin in it and call it good. What makeup item do you always carry? I always carry the Kosas lip oil. I love that. I put it in my purse and I bring it everywhere. It's like a pink nude color. I don't know what color it is. I actually don't have it on. I'm at my parents' lake house, so I live in Kansas, but in Missouri we have a lake house. And so I'm here for a week before I go back and get my foot surgery. So it's like my little bit of freedom that's left. And, but I don't have it with me here. But, so you can kind of see the lake is out there. So it's an amazing view. So it's a great place to be. But yeah, so I always carry my Kosas lip oil with me. I have attended multiple live concerts, and one of my passions and hobbies is actually theater. I love to see theater shows. I'm going to see Anastasia in Georgia in May, so I'm super excited for that. But my favorite live concert was probably One Direction, because at the time it meant everything to me, and I actually got to go twice, which was really fun because my mom bought better tickets the second time. So she got good tickets, but then she got even better seats on the second one. So I haven't been to a lot of countries out of the United States. I've been on cruises, so I have been out of the country. But my favorite place that I've been is probably Belize, because we went on the backs of horses in water and it was so magical. But the country that I want to go to most is probably France. Ever since I was little, I always wanted like to go to Paris. Like I was obsessed with Paris. My room, I had a birthday themed. My last big birthday, but when I was a kid, was Paris themed, and it was all of the stuff that was decorated was stuff for my room. So I kept all of it. So my room was Paris themed for quite a while, like from 13 to like maybe 16. It was all Paris themed and pink and zebra. It was quite outlandish, but it was everything I wanted it to be. My spirit animal is probably a dog. I'm very like friendly and loyal to the core, so I feel like I'm a dog in spirit animal wise. What sports team / player is your favorite? The Chiefs. I root for the Chiefs. I have ever since I moved to Kansas. I used to always root for Army, which is a different division, but I love the Chiefs. So go Chiefs. Hopefully we get a three-peat. I'm a coffee drinker more than a tea drinker. What apps do I always have on my phone? I always have Instagram, Facebook. I love taking photos, so I always have the Photos app, obviously, and an editor app. Um, yeah, those were, I would say, I always have on my phone. My name was Lauren. My mom just liked it. I was supposed to be named Harper, but my dad didn't like it super well. So I was named Lauren instead. But if I was a boy, I would have been Jack Ryan because my mom loved Harrison Ford and she loves Jack Ryan. So, yeah. And then Nicole. My childhood idols were Adele and One Direction and Eleanor Roosevelt. I love Eleanor Roosevelt. So, my happy place is Disney World. I love Disney World. It's my happy place. But my peaceful place, the place that I'm zen at, is oddly enough FDR's home and museum. I love presidential libraries and homes, but when I went to FDR's house, I went there twice. It was just so calming. Like the grounds were so pretty. I loved there was like a tree lined driveway and it was just beautiful. My favorite part was personally the tree lined driveway because the historian told us that FDR obviously had polio and he struggled to walk. He had to relearn how to walk again. And so he'd force himself with crutches to walk down, up and down that driveway. And I thought it's just so pretty in general, but then it's very meaningful about dedication and resilience and working really hard for what you want. And I just I had a really deep, like, heart to heart connection with that place for some reason. So my hobbies are Disney, theater shows, shopping, beauty. I love makeup. I love skincare. Like I said, I'm studying to be a physical therapist, so I love anything that has to do with health and human body. So working out, eating right. I'm not the best at those things, but I like to do them. I love traveling. I love national parks. Um, so yeah, I have a lot of hobbies, but those are just some. Oh, and a major hobby is I love arts and crafts. So I cross stitch mostly, and then I'm learning to crochet, and I love to color, paint, draw, you name it. I do really like it, and or I'm trying to start doing it. So I really want to knit. Like I want to knit a big blanket. Um, so yeah. So or I will try that arts and craft in the future for sure. Um, what do I like about myself? I love how resilient I am. I struggle with anxiety and depression, like a lot of people, but it's really hard some days, and I've finally gotten a good psychiatrist and a good therapist to help deal with some of those things. And that's something that I probably won't talk a lot about on my channel, but it's something that is a big part of my life just because it's not fun to talk about, but it is something to talk about that I do have. And, but I like that even though I go through all of these struggles, I'm still resilient. I still get through the finish line, and I still persevere every day. I'm on a new medication and it's working really well for me. I'm feeling really good about myself. When before I really hated myself. And I felt like a failure, and now like I just don't feel that way because of therapy and medication. So if you need help, get help. That's really the thing that I want to say, is because it can get so much better. It Yes, it costs money, and yes, it takes time, and some people don't want to commit money and time to it, but it is worth it. And also effort. Find a good therapist, find a good psychiatrist. If they're not good, don't keep going to them because you're wasting your money. I had I had a great therapist, but I couldn't go back to her. But I had a pretty bad psychiatrist. He was always late. He didn't do what I asked him to do. Um and it was just hard to communicate with him. It was hard to set up a time with him. So I just really didn't like that psychiatrist, and I stuck with him forever, and I wasn't getting new medication, and he wasn't really helping me very much, and he was kind of expensive for what he was helping me with. So it's really important to spend the effort, the time, the money on a good therapist, on a good psychiatrist. If you're in a situation like that, just know that you're not alone. You can come to my channel for joy, for happiness. And maybe that's where I will leave this video, is that that's the purpose of this channel. I want to talk about Disney and lifestyle and shopping videos and cooking videos and all these things I want to do, and travel videos. All these things I want to do, I want to do to bring joy to others and to bring joy to myself. It brings me a lot of joy to talk about the things I love, to talk about my hobbies. And so that's what gets me excited, and that's what makes me want to make this channel. So subscribe, like, and comment on this video if that's it, what videos you would like to see. I have a big long list of videos that I want to make, but I could always add to that list. So it's good to meet all of you, and I hope that you're all doing well, and I hope that you have a great day. Bye for now.